Take it away, guys.
Thank you very much, Jimmy Spencer and Ryan Pessoa. And yeah, I mean, this is a big
Prime R9 and Team CR7. On the other side of that, NEissaT will have a quick glance at his squad before the game does get underway. When you have to consider that defence, in particular the Bundesliga defence from NEissaT, doubling up on his icon selection, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐫 and mid R9 KFC Pablo, but the chance he did create, he had a very high conversion rate on said attempts at goal, and if he can continue that right now, he'll be in a very good position.
Well, here we go then, strap yourselves in. This is your loser semi-final. Winner plays 𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐷 in qualifier number 4 here in Europe. Speaking of PSV, Dennis, I mean, we've been hyping up NEissaT quite a lot. This man also deserves a lot of hype. He's the highest ranked Dutch FIFA pro at the moment. 7th he sits on the Xbox after a very great and a very impressive first winter season in the 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐷𝐷𝐷. Comes forward with R9 to try and get himself underway in this game. Wins a corner. It was a top 3 finish for PSV. Him and his teammate in 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐬, a bit of a veteran in the scene. They'll be looking to go back at it in the spring season. That kicks off very, very soon. And why, of course, 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐬 was so important is because there was also playoff spots. People forget that all these virtual leagues, ePremier League comes back next week, virtual Bundesliga next weekend as well. All of these events have different sort of playoff seats on the line. So you play well there, anything could be possible.
Absolutely. In that Eredivisie which we've watched, it was Ajax claiming victory with Dani and Tejado getting the playoff spots for their consoles, but the league partners and those virtual leagues playing a big sort of aid in competitors having another opportunity, another avenue to get playoff spots. We even saw it in the Copa Libertadores earlier on last week, Brandon, with Matías Benano, Resende and 4 other players alongside those two getting spots to the playoffs.
Oh, lovely touch around the corner, nearly able to just link back onto that was NEissaT. Ronaldo with a heavy touch, but no, completely agree with you. I think we've had the pleasure of watching a lot of South American FIFA this year. As you know, the Global Series split across all its different regions, including, as you said, whether that's West Asia, East Asia, Oceania, North America, South America. We've been able to see so much more talent on display this year, and that's what this new sort of redesign has allowed us. We know everyone's playing from the comfort of their own homes, but it's allowed more players to showcase how good they are. And I can't wait for the latter stages of this year with the playoffs and, of course, in the distance, that FIFA eWorld Cup, however it will be played. I look forward to hearing more about that. 0-0, 18 minutes played here, the best chance of the game. Falling to Dennis, it was the shot from R9, which we must be said, 2 of the biggest players in his team, Cristiano Ronaldo and that prime R9. Part of that 6-2 win against KFC Pablo, which I think we talked about, didn't we? The first leg, it was all sort of concluded by that point. He left the game with a 3-goal cushion, which is an absolute luxury to have, let alone across 2 games. NEissaT into CR7, directional nutmeg around the corner, just about latched onto that is 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞. Starting to find his groove. He's NEissaT.
Very early stages though as well, playing over 2 legs. There's no rush. Typically that first leg is the more defensive of the 2 matches.
NEissaT building. Here's R9. Got CR7 in support as well. There's Jones. You can just see what he's doing. Delay, delay, delay. Where's that ball? There it is. Neymar. Chance. 𝐿2𝐿. Just too heavy. Defender does something. I think it's Bruno Fernandes got back.
The only time you'll see maybe a larger score discrepancy in the first leg, it's a great ball, 𝐸𝐵𝐴 just so good at the back, is when a player might not be at the races in that first leg. If your opponent has a slow start and you spot that and you recognise that, then the onus is on you to maybe go a little bit more attacking, to take it to your opponent. So there's nothing better than going into a second leg with a 3-4 goal cushion in your favour.
NEissaT. R9 on the ball now. R9, surely, brilliant save, Edwin van der Sar. Had to be a goal. I think anyone thought as soon as the ball goes into R9, anywhere in the box, let alone one-on-one with the goalkeeper, you expect him to convert. Neymar now. Nice bridge touch into space. Can he bring in CR7 again? It's defended well.
It's been a first half of little chances, Brandon. But I think Dennis, you certainly see starting to get a little bit more comfortable in the final third. They'll also know the ramifications of this game, that Dylan Mike is awaiting the winner.
Yeah, Dylan Mike has just come off the back of an 8-1 defeat, so maybe a good time to play him. Here's R9. No way around the corner. You'll just take a minute when you see both of these attack. They'll sort of get to the edge of the box and you'll see it perfectly. It's a matter of waiting for your opponent to bite into a tackle, bite into pulling out a player. Simplest thing as well of just the player switching. When they switch to the other centre-back, you'll see how each will approach the back line. Whether that be a directional nutmeg or another combination of choice. Here's R9 round the corner, surely NEissaT on the finesse and into the back of the net.
That goal is all about the first touch from R9. The ball fired into him. He painted the picture before the ball had even got to his feet. That quick switch of direction, leaving James for dead, and just as he's turning away from him, the heel-to-heel flick to set him up for the first-time finesse shot. I've said it in many times before. If you do a skill move and then take the shot out of the back of the skill move, typically the chance of success is higher. It's got a better chance of going in. Beautiful heel-to-heel, and then that finesse shot whipping his foot around the ball to give him a lead at half-time.
So I'd say it's been coming. It was a sort of an early first 15 minutes or so from PSV Dennis. He was knocking on the door of NEissaT, creating chances, and after that it was a case of attack for NEissaT. You've got to remember, it's not CR7, R9. He's got a 5-star week. He can go on his left, he can go on his right. He is just so clinical in front of goal. On the finesse, into the back of the net. The player ranked in third spot does lead. He will want to ensure to make up some points on especially Musti in second place. Even Dylan Mike, who we could face in this next game. We'll see more from PSV Dennis. Get those big players on the ball. He's got CR7, he's got R9. What's that run of Curtis Jones? All the way from centre mid. Curtis Jones pushing. Reece James off and back to R9, who will gobble up that loose ball and say thank you very much. I'll have a brace and I'm up by 2-0.
You just see him doing the apology celebration right there. Curtis Jones, the originator of that chance, just sprinting forward from midfield. James with an awful tackle right into the path of R9, who will happily take the 2-goal lead.
I mean, credit where it was due, first and foremost. Curtis Jones sort of continuing that run. Sort of pushing off Reece James. Eventually sort of became off balance, and as you alluded to, may have been fortunate the way it bounced back to R9, but he said, thank you very much for coming, I'll take that. And in the first leg, we speak about 2-3 goal cushions. If you can get one, you will really be in the driving seat, because in that second leg, your opponent has to come out and play. Ronaldo, is it again? Into R9, hat-trick hero, maybe so. R9 still dancing, unfortunately, off the pitch. It was creative, maybe a little bit too ambitious.
I don't think the roulette was intended for him. Typically, when you're in and around the box, a roulette only good in the one-on-one scenario, rather than rouletting into space.
Again, you can't forget that there's a Bundesliga sort of vibe going on at the back for NEissaT. He's had nothing to do defensively, in all honesty. Maybe now he'll be put to work. Reimer in at fullback, and Babu's there as well. 1-9 in his stride. Massive goal for Dennis.
Huge goal for Dennis to half the deficit inside the first leg as well. It was Cristiano Ronaldo almost going away from goal. That pulled Hully out. R9 found the space just in around the box. As soon as R9 gets the ball to his feet, you already know what is going to happen. He's already thinking about what input to put for his celebration, because there's only one outcome, and that is a goal.
As we always talk about, it's the easy part of that, isn't it, when the ball goes into R9's feet? He's just trying to get the ball into him. That's the difficult part, breaking down these sort of lines of midfield and defence. 2-1, only a goal in front now. NEissaT looking to make that a 2-goal cushion as soon as he can. 𝐦𝐤𝐬𝐺𝐭, Ronaldo on the scoop turn, CR7 down to ground, referee says no.
I thought it might have been. Really, that tussle. Legs tangling. Sometimes you get the benefit of the doubt.
Chance to equalise maybe. He's R9. Heel to heel. Still R9. Dancing back to Marcus Rashford. It's a tight angle. Tries to scoop turn inside. Fortunate enough, Kevin Mbabu was there. Starting to feel his way into the game though, isn't he, Dennis? He's already gone one step further than he did just 4 weeks ago. It's a top 6 finish for him in qualifier number 3. He's already guaranteed himself a top 4 spot in qualifier number 4.
Sort of that run on the far side. It's Neymar making it, and Neymar's going to continue.
CR7 will be in the box if he wants to use him. Neymar for NEissaT. Ball rolls the goalkeeper. Van der Sar gets a hand onto it, then gets the ball just fired back to his feet. Able to deal with it just about in the end. Very composed is Dennis. Gets himself out of that spot of danger very well. On for a counter-attack maybe. Nearly that fake shot. The animation just didn't want to work as got bundled to the ground. CR7, watch R9, brilliant ball. Oh no, what a chance. He knows it as well. I mean, was it one of them? Take an extra touch, and then try and put it into the back of the net. But he wanted it first time.
It was outstanding play
save
from Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball plays into him, and he just sort of waits and waits for R9 to get past his marker. Took it maybe a fraction prematurely at the near post. That's the only thing you can consider. But it's still continuing to build, continuing to create.
Into the pause menu they'll go now, as you can tell. About 20 minutes left of this game. He knows what a chance it was. Sorry, 10 minutes left. NEissaT could have been up by 2 goals. 10 minutes remain, whipped in towards that front post. Ronaldo it's defended well. Back to 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿. Davies. R9 is offside, delays it well. 𝐭𝐻𝐿. Back to R9. CR7 could be on for a bit of a gift it. Turn it. Heel to heel, back to back. Brilliant idea with the cutback. Neymar was there.
Just tried firing it across, didn't he? Ronaldo there.
Last chance of the game, maybe. Falling to Dennis. Will he get a chance? R9. Nearly. Wins a free kick. Dangerous area now. He knows it as well. 19 metres out. Bruno Fernandes over it, Neymar's over it as well. Direct shot. Do we fancy it?
Put over the wall.
He would be able to squeeze it in because he's not looking for it. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh!
Ooh! When that goes up, and you see hit time green as well, there was only one person who could have stopped it. Ruud Gullit on the line.
That's exactly what he nearly did, just headed away. A minute left, or 2 I should say, 2 minutes of added time. Remember, there's still a second leg to come up in this game. NEissaT does lead by 2-1. Will he get the last chance? Defended well back. 20 in-game seconds left, and that should do us for the end of this leg. It'll be cleared out of play by NEissaT. He just has a very, very narrow advantage at the break in this game. As we said, the winner will play Dullen Mike in our loser final. But NEissaT, after a very dominant first 42 of the game, just became a little bit unstuck at the end there, Richard. And in the end, a good position to be in for NEissaT.
Very scrappy game. I'm looking forward to seeing how
Israel and the Netherlands all to play for here still. Sit back, relax. 19 game minutes on its way. 2-1. NEissaT leads, kicking from left to right. PSV Dennis trailing by a goal. He's just got to continue like he ended that first leg, Rich. And he started quite slowly, Dennis, and it allowed NEissaT to control the game, to get the ball into R9 and CR7. He was able to create those nice combination plays. But in the last 25 minutes or so, PSV Dennis was starting to get back to that rhythm that he was looking for, to get his R9 back on the ball. And of course, he's got Cristiano Ronaldo also on the pitch.
Speaking of Cristiano Ronaldo, huge impact he's had in a number of these games today, but arguably R9 being the most influential player, whether it's the Prime or the 94, just scoring goals for fun.
Here comes PSV Dennis now. Bruno Fernandes, watch out for CR7. R9's also there in support. R9, brilliant save, Petr Cech. Perfect start. Corner played short. Bruno Fernandes recycles well all the way to Kyle Walker. It's a case of trying to find the gap in between the lines. There is the gap. There's R9. Still R9!
What a finish. Just tucked it in with Ronaldo Nazario. Mbappe couldn't get near enough to him. Ball roll into that finesse shot. It didn't even look like it was in the corner. Maybe you're asking questions of Petr Cech there as well.
It didn't look like a very well polished finesse, is the way I'd describe it. It didn't really like had sort of the bend in it. Just tucked its way underneath Petr Cech, and just like that, we said about starting well. We have, I can see in the chat as well, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿 supporting his teammate of PSV. He's over the moon with that one. NEissaT's got other ideas. Ball roll, CR7, so composed off the bar and in. Even then the leg of the defender was not enough to keep him out.
Bullying his way through that defence, Cristiano Ronaldo, straight from kickoff. Just attack is the best form of defence for NEissaT. Straight at the heart of that PSV Dennis defence. And Ronaldo cutting him open.
There's one player that will cause you nightmares. It's that man, Cristiano Ronaldo. Popping up. At the right time, surely. Maybe an equaliser. It's R9 again. It's going to fall back to CR7. Bruno Fernandes does well. Tries to 𝐿𝐴𝐸𝐿 his way past the defender. It goes for a goal kick in the end.
I said it, didn't I? I said it. The second leg usually bursts into life, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now.
I mean, across all of our games, Richard, we haven't had a quiet game. It's been attack, attack, attack. (6-2), 4-3, 8-1. There's 𝐼𝐚𝐽 looking for his hat-trick. Pull Mbabu out of that back line. That's exactly what he'll look to do. Just disrupt the back line. Ronaldo round the corner. CR7!
This game is just so hard to call. Whenever Dennis goes forward, he scores. Whenever NEissaT goes forward, he scores. 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 cancel, finessed into the top left corner. And again, we are level. We are at a tied game. We're at a level playing field.
Well, they know what's on the line. Not just a spot in that loser final, Richard, but a chance to play against 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿. To take the game to him and to say, you know what, you might be the #1 ranked player, but we want to overtake you. We want to catch up. Ahead of qualifier number 5, and before we even get to those playoffs, 3-3 the scoreline, 6 goals scored. And it's the Ronaldo show. 𝐼𝐚𝐽 or CR7. They're scoring all the goals. Chance to break forward, Neymar. This will be the first time that PSV Dennis could lead in this tie.
He's coming in again.
Look at the ball in the box. Ronaldo's there. That will go for the cross. He'll instead try and work it down the byline. This is good feet. Pulling out Kyle Walker. That's good. Luckily enough, Adama Traore just recovered into that centre-back area. Cancelo into Rashford. CR7's there. He's got 𝐼𝐚𝐽. Goes for the player lock. Back to CR7. Drops the shoulder. CR7 dancing. He tried to get past Mbabu.
Again, that 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 cancel. PSV Dennis, it's his go-to move in the final third. Any time he comes forward, he looks dangerous. He looks like he's going to score again.
Both of them do, to be honest. Look, he's not NEissaT. Here's CR7. Back to Neymar. There's the fake shot. Just get someone on it, 𝐿𝐴𝐻. Back to Neymar. Still! Again! This game swings back into the balance of non-NEissaT.
Impossible to call. Impossible to predict. Just enjoy this. Kick your feet up and enjoy what you are watching right now.
End-to-end FIFA, it's what we all want to see. Europe has been spoken about for so long as this region that's so dominant with the storylines it's got. Just been so unpredictable this year. You might not have seen those usual names popping up in tournaments. It's a different format, of course it is. No doubt they'll be at the playoffs, but it's so good to see these storylines unfold. Should we do it again? 4-4. That's what PSV Dennis should be saying. He's got 2 minutes left in this first half. There may be enough time to create one more chance. Ronaldo and 𝐼𝐚𝐽 just jockeying from side to side. Where is that gap in that back line? Can they exploit it? Not this time. That should do us for the first 45, or maybe one more chance. Ronaldo in a running race with Kyle Walker. Falls back to 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿. Back again, it falls to 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿. There you go. Referee. Are we done? There you go. Take a breather,
Finally.
Richard. Take a breather.
Breathe. And breathe. What a half of FIFA. What a half of FIFA. NEissaT leads 4-3 with 45 minutes left to play. It's been end-to-end.
It's just incredible, isn't it? 4-3, 7 goals scored. I mean, ridiculous stuff. Of course, we can see the chats of you guys watching at home as well. Let us know in there. Who do you think is going to win? What's the score prediction going to be? We're at 4-3 at the moment to non-NEissaT. Part of me feels like we could be looking at sort of an end-to-end game that, who knows, might even need extra time at this rate. Here we go, 4-3. We're back underway. Final 45 here. Winner moves into the loser bracket final, where they will play against 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿. Winner plays against Predator FIFA in the grand final in Europe. And we only hope that those games can be just as good. Can he respond for a 4th time in the tie? piling those numbers forward. 𝐿fonso_Davies in there. Watch that back post. 𝐼𝐚𝐬's there. Well defended, 𝐸𝐵𝐿𝐴.
Whenever each player is getting the ball in the attacking third, the first instinct is to turn offensively. Turn towards the goal and look to get in behind. Look to attack. Neither of them looking to play sideways or go backwards. Front-facing FIFA.
That's exactly how we love it. So direct and often, and that could be the hardest way to defend, or the hardest type of FIFA to defend. Bruno Fernandes around the corner. That was too ambitious for CR7.
He's been robbed.
2/3 gone, 30 minutes left. I need a goal between these two. Ronaldo's in acres of space, but maybe a little bit too far wide. You want him in the centre of the field.
You see that pause cued there from PSV Dennis. He'll be looking to make any sort of a tactical change, an attacking change. With, you said 2/3, so 30 minutes left to play.
Got a lot of the ball here, Dennis. It's this moment here. Where does he find a way through this back line? Where is the gap? Good feet, CR7. Might have to go on a solo effort. So we'll try and do that. 𝐥𝐻_Jones needed the help of 𝐿𝐿fonso_Davies there just to get that clip. NEissaT bags another goal. I think we can write that rematch in the books. Dolomic against non-NEissaT. What a game that plans to be. If there was to be a second goal. First time he's really been forward in this second half.
It's going to be a rematch either way, Brandon, because in the winners bracket, Dolomic beat Dennis 2-1. Granted, it wasn't on broadcast, but that was a winners bracket semi-final.
CR7 can't turn. Watch that run. CR7 really pushing that back line. João Cancelo offering that overload now. Tries to go for a player, doesn't need to go for it in the end. Credit on the flip side, non-NEissaT manually. Do you see the manual control of 𝐵𝐻𝐻_Jones, and 𝐜𝐤𝐤𝐿 will continue to do that. Win the ball back in those sort of areas. It's exactly what you want your CDMs to do.
He cued that pause on the 60th minute, Brandon. It's now the 75th, still not got it off.
After such an exciting first 45, the sting has been taken out of this game briefly. A little bit more slower in the build-up.
But the tension is palpable.
Well, on goal, that's brilliant feat. Neymar will play the advantage. Pulls back for a free kick. Neymar knew that maybe he wasn't going to be able to put it round the corner. We'll go back into a pause now. We can't see that on the screen, but Rich, roughly about just under 15 in-game minutes left. You know they're going to get a chance, both of these two. It's just a question if PSV Dennis can take that chance.
He's got the free kick. It's probably not from shooting range, but he might be able to work something off the training ground. For NEissaT, 13 minutes left to play. You've got a 1-goal lead. Maybe not a change of formation into something defensive, but certainly an emphasis on defensive instructions, maybe slightly more defensive tactics as well. More than likely it will be coming out here.
You really wonder what is being changed at this moment in time. You know that they've got some good options on the bench. These teams are following certain restrictions, so it's a question of, I think any player would normally, Rich, you sort of pack your team with the best 11 you can, and on the side of substitutions, you might have a couple of gems off the bench, but they're not going to be spectacular. We're back underway. 10 minutes left. PSV Dennis on the ball now. Currently down by a goal. Could he find it? Ronaldo looks for the cutback. 𝐼𝐼𝐻's in the box still. Ronaldo still trying to trickle his way past.
Oh!
Shots on Petr Cech! Nearly pickpocked it back to 𝐼𝐼𝐻! Saved!
Made up for it. Petr Cech after absolute calamitous.
It's not over yet. Or maybe it is. 𝐸𝐚𝐵 in panic stations right now.
Calamitous mistake at the back.
Still, it's not over yet. João Cancelo. Lozano off the bench, the former PSV man. Can he be the hero? He does well. Very, very well. NEissaT, he's going to be offside, surely, Ronaldo there. No, he's not. He's going to be on. Put the game to bed! 𝐸𝐵 says thank you very much. I'll have a rematch against 𝐷, please.
So close to scoring down one end. PSV Dennis. That is how harsh FIFA can be. Opportunities come and go. 𝐸𝐵 is here to stay.
Dennis will get a chance. Penalty. Well, well, well. I mean, if there's 2 minutes added time and this goes in, anything is possible. Upstairs, Bruno Fernandes scores. Press.
There shouldn't be an opportunity for Dennis to score. There shouldn't. But 𝐸𝐵 has got 30 seconds to keep hold of the ball. That's it.
Job done. Get the ball clear. There you go. Wowee. Nearly, and I think you can see it in 𝐸𝐵's expression there. He thought for a split second he was on the ropes, and maybe there was going to be some late drama. It doesn't make it easy, but there you go. Congratulations. Back over to Jimmy Spencer and Ryan Pessoa to break that one down.
Thank you, Brandon and Richard. Wow. I guess what I want to say first and foremost is congratulations, not only to NEissaT, but to our own Spencer Owen for getting his first prediction right of the day. Congratulations, Spencer. And now we have a rematch, a la revancha possibility for NEissaT after these two played against each other in the grand final of the second year.
Dennis goal almost changed the balance of things anyway. It was a goal to equalize the goal, or his third goal. And it's with 𝐼𝐼𝐻 Ronaldo. He's very slow, methodical with his build-up play, sort of going back against goal. But the pass here, I'm going to highlight Cristiano Ronaldo. He's surrounded by players. If he cuts inside on his right foot, he's most likely going to be blocked if he tries a finesse shot. He goes on the left, directional nutmeg, and the way 𝐸𝐵 is tracking the run allows Ronaldo to 𝐦𝐵𝐞 on the inside, which is similar to what Dennis has scored previously, and a finesse shot into the corner to give him the 3-goal.
Joining us right now on any of the broadcasts or wherever you're watching this is what's going down right now. Dylan Mike surprisingly lost to everybody's chagrin, or not to say chagrin, but to everybody's acclaim in the winners final. The Predator. Predator has taken down everybody. Beat 4 consecutive players in the top 10 to get to this point, and now we're